Tony Lombardi and Dev Panchwagh with Russell Street Report with another Ravens free agency recap. So, Dev, next up on our list is Anthony Levine, a real versatile guy. We all know how John Harbaugh loves good special teams players. And, Anthony Levine has been the captain of the special teams, and he's been a captain of the team, just a really good team player and a guy you like having in your locker room. So, he's 34 years of age. My guess is that he'd probably like to finish his career as a career Raven. So your thoughts on Anthony?
I think so. Yeah. It seems like they always figure it out every year or every couple of years. They give him a short-term deal. He is a core special teams player. So that's one of the things you look at to start, but I think he's really turned into more of a valuable backup for them, and the guy that they feel like if someone goes down, a defensive back, we saw that last year, and I can't remember which game. I think it was maybe against Pittsburgh, where he had to jump in for a couple snaps and help preserve a win actually. Well, it wouldn't have been Pittsburgh, lost twice, but right. The point is he came into a pivotal game for them and helped secure a win. That's the type of guy you want in that role. He unfortunately, I don't think is, unless they make some changes and really stick with a dime back situation where he's got a fixed role, that doesn't seem to be in the cards for him anymore. So I think he's really more, again, really valuable backup for them in the secondary and also core special teams. Beyond that, like you said, he's a major locker room glue guy, goes back to the Super Bowl team.
Right.
So he's a really important player for them in that respect.
Yeah, I think he sticks around too. But at 34 years old, I'm not sure that a core special teams player is going to attract a lot of attention in the marketplace. So he'll be a Raven. He'll be a career Raven. Maybe they sign him to a team-friendly 2-year deal is my guess. Next guy on the list is Yannick Ngakoue, a really interesting discussion right here. So your thoughts on his performance as a Raven in 2020?
I actually, it's interesting a lot. There was a lot of back and forth throughout the season when they brought him on. I guess once people started looking at his games, it was almost like we're scrutinizing every single game, every single snap for him because they made a trade for him and he has this big, presence as a pass rusher. I thought he played pretty well. The numbers are not incredible, but if you think about the amount of times that he was able to get his, get close to the quarterback, influence a play. He was consistently rushing the quarterback. I think he was consistently getting the rush going and heating up around the corner, but he ended up with 3 sacks. He easily could have had like 6. He missed a number of sacks that the quarterback shook him off on, or he just couldn't finish. But I thought he did exactly what they brought him in to do. The problem is that he was a part-time player. And if he's okay with that, it's fine. But, if he wants to play all 3 downs, I don't know that he's going to be able to set the edge and play the run and do all those things that they kind of want. And that you saw McPhee getting that chance. And then, Yannick would kind of work into the rotation. I just don't know if that'll work for them. But if he's being looked at as all the way pass rusher, we'll pay the premium value for that. I think that it's a good fit. And he's obviously from the area. So I think he played well. And I think he's a young guy that has a lot of upside going forward just in that one area. And that one area is very valued in this league.
Yeah, I find it interesting that a guy with his kind of athleticism and what you might think has some upside, he was with 3 teams in 2020.
That is true. Yeah. It's hard to overlook that.
Yeah. So you have to wonder. I'm going to say that he's not a Raven in 2021. I just think that he's going to look for a fit that's better for him. Maybe he could add to his sack totals somewhere else a little bit better and then cash in 2022. I just find him to be a long shot to return to the team. Even though the Ravens gave up a 3rd-round pick, they were fortunate enough to get a 3rd-round comp pick back when David Culley signed on as the head coach of the Houston Texans. So I think his days in purple in Baltimore are over.
Yeah, I could see that happening for sure. It might just be too much of a fit here with the money that they would have to pay for him.
Right. So it's Dev Panchwagh, Tony Lombardi signing off with another Ravens free agency recap.